Echo.
While we wait for Risu's action, everyone should go check our store and buy stuff.
What store? Can you hear me, Risu, or should I type this?
I'm
Tell me
guessing
that it
type.
is.
Do we know that she's speaking in Undercommon? Like, can we identify the language itself?
It's-
Let's see.
Let's see what's being said. He'll respond, perhaps, but I care not about the spider demon anymore. She's your problem. If it bothers you, we're leaving.
I'm gonna say this is also probably gonna be most of the action. Ah, boy. Yeah, talking isn't a fully free action. There is some cost to it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Is my action a free action?
no, it's not.
Can I
Alright,
kill
so-
everything for a free action?
Alright, so it's Alana's turn now.
Oh, it actually is my turn now. Okay. I
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to see anything down here, right?
You can't actually see anything down there, no.
I'm trying to think of what to do now because I can't do anything about the darkness. What do I do?
Does Surina have a light spell?
The light doesn't work.
Serena is also stone.
Oh, yeah, well, that helps.
Darkness.
That's a bit more of an hindrance. No,
Yeah.
darkness stops. I think the actual daylight spell would get rid of it, but
Yeah.
light
Yes.
itself is not strong enough.
Right.
It has to
Cantrip
be a
doesn't work.
spell that is a higher level than darkness. The darkness spell cast.
Yep. Some spells
Yeah,
specifically
dark vision-
say dispel darkness as well.
Yeah, and dark vision can't see through it, though the one evocation that warlocks can get will.
Yeah, it's the only thing that can see through it.
Yeah.
And I know the Gorgon was right
Roughly around there, yes.
roughly around this way.
Yeah. So if you're going to
So-
target that way, you have to pick a square.
Well, the reason I was saying that was because Wand of Lightning Bolt.
Give me the arc you're firing in.
Don't hit Lily.
Give me the line.
Don't hit Lily.
There.
I don't see the actual line. I just see the 0 foot. There we go.
So you
All
are
right.
hitting Lily. Okay.
Yep, Lily, roll a deck save.
I can't see where you are.
I
I'm just
realize
taking a
that,
wild
but I'm
guess.
not going to let you go back on it now that you know you're hitting Lily.
I have advantage.
I know.
Yeah, you have
No, you don't,
advantage.
because you don't see it.
You can't see, actually, so you don't have advantage.
Ah,
So you take 36 lightning damage.
I'm down.
I'm sorry, James.
You know the Gorgon is down here anyways.
The Gorgon fails, for the record, and it is also... As Lily falls to the ground, she also hears the thud of a large creature hitting the ground as well. Alright. Next up is Lily's turn, who has a death saving throw.
Fail.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And then next up is these people's turn. Elana, you feel something rush by you. You could make an attack of opportunity if you wish, but you'd have disadvantage.
I'm actually going to keep mine just in case.
Okay. And Falana, though she can't hear me because stupidness, will see a drow dash out of the magical darkness. And the Quaggoths, whatever they're called, Quaggoth. Dex save, falls prone. Dex save, falls prone. Gets back up, runs into the darkness. Dashes. Yep, okay. Surina is stone. These guys, dex saves. Dupe. Dupe. Each and every one of them falls prone. And then they get up and they dash. They'll get about that far with their dash. Actually, that far.
Do they still exist after their summoner
They exist
dies?
for an hour or until the... Yeah, they exist for... As far as you can tell, yes. Actually, I'm not going to tell you the exact criteria yet, but they do still exist. Actually, was this concentration up here? That was... Who concentrated?
The darkness?
Not the darkness, the sleet storm.
Sleet Storm, that's Alana's.
I'm concentrating on it, and I haven't actually
Okay,
been
so
hit.
that's
I just
Alana.
got...
I wasn't sure if it was Elana or Surina that was concentrating on that one.
No, it was me. Because
Okay.
Serena
Yeah,
had
'cause
the
she had
Spirit Guardians that
the
don't
orbs
exist
up.
anymore.
Alright, so next up is Falana's turn again.
Yeah, Lily is in the middle of darkness and dying, and the best healer can't see her. Is stoned.
Drow pass by me.
Saw the drow pass through, yes, but you also heard Lily basically like give out a scream in pain and then went kind of silent.
Shit. In Undercommon, we need your help. Would you be willing to help us?
Is that all you're gonna say?
Can you say drop the darkness?
I'm okay. I was leaving it as short as possible because I figured my connection was going to crap out on me. I'm sorry.
No, is that all you're gonna say though? Are you gonna like because like I want to give you something to like roll persuasion on, but that's not enough to roll persuasion on.
All right. If you, I have no problems assisting you, and I won't cause you any harm. I swear on this. However, we do need your assistance at this time. I
Roll
will
persuasion.
not. I'll guarantee your safety.
Okay, roll persuasion. Okay. He'll kind of stop there for a second, and I'm going to do this out of sequence, but I don't think anyone's going to complain about this. He'll kind of stop there for a moment, and he'll kind of glare back at Falana, and you can see that he's not happy. Then again, drow and elves typically hate each other and kind of sneer. And he'll reply in Undercommon again. Well, I have no desire to help you, but I'll be damned if I... But you did help us escape, and I'll be damned if I allow myself to, what's what I want to say? I'll be damned if I'm indebted to an elf. We'll help you until we're even, in order to dispel the darkness.
Oh, so now you can see that our healer is stoned and our barbarian is dead.
Not dead, but on
Dying.
the ground. Yeah. So,
All
you
right.
can also see the other Quaggas, which are trying to, like, flee as well.
Yep.
And they'll say one more thing. If I'm to fight, though, I need my gear.
And mark or something, because I doubt I'm going to be able to talk. I'm separating out.
By the way, Falana, you're going to have to roll a dex save. You never disarmed that trap.
Me?
Yeah, you're standing right on the trigger point.
Ah, shit.
Did the drow have to roll a dex?
He knew about the trap, so he jumped over it.
Alright.
But she's standing right on the square, so there's no way around that.
Yeah.
And you're able to jump back out of the way as the gout of flame surges through the area again, taking no damage.
Alright, now going back to what I was going.
Yes. You don't. And what's that at?
Down.
You're going to attack his ally?
They are his allies, and you knew already that he was saying that's dead. I didn't actually put an X on it, but that is dead.
Looks like she's targeting the Norseman at least.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. You broke up, and then you just kind of fell silent. So who are you attacking in order? One for each. Okay. First one dies. Second one takes 3 damage. Third one dies. Fourth one takes 3 damage.
Alright.
All right. And
My
then
turn
that
now?
should be it for Falana, yes. Alana's turn up.
Did Falana end up telling us not to attack these things?
Yeah, do not attack. I'll say this in common. Do not attack them. They're our ally.
One on both of those, I think they're dead.
I said do not attack.
No, she's
No, down
attacking
here,
there.
these.
Hit. He's still alive, barely.
Ugh.
Hit effortlessly. He's still alive. Lily's turn. Another death saving throw.
Don't be a natural one. Okay, good.
Pass.
Succeed.
And now the drow.
Alright,
and his
I'm gonna
allies.
let Whimpers out right quick.
All right. Drow and their allies' turn. Let me get back to this real quick. And he will kind of just step back and kind of survey the area, jumping over the thing there and making a note to not be next to Falana. She can tell as he kind of walks by that he's kind of sneering at them, and he'll instruct the two here, telling the one to deal with, or telling the one to move forward and get ready to attack the wardens, as he's calling these berserkers before they get near. And he noticed that Lily went down, and very obviously, and he'll kind of see him looking things over for a moment, and he'll speak over to Falana in Undercommon again. The halfling, or the half-blood that was with you, is she your ally? And Falana, we don't know what Falana would say because she's taking the dog out.
Let's assume she's saying yes.
Let's assume she's saying yes. And he'll mutter to the other creature.
What was that?
The drow will ask
creature?
Falana, the half-blood that's with you, is she your ally?
Yes.
All right, and then he'll mutter to
Unfortunately.
speak to this quaggas right here, and you can see that this one looks like a bit bigger. This other thing with it, its fur is a little darker, and he yells to it an instruction: heal her. And it kind of like snarls a second in Undercommon, and then it goes over and obeys his instruction, placing a hand on Lily's shoulder as it heals her for 8 plus.
1 HP.
Heals her for 2 health.
Better than nothing.
At least she's up.
Yeah. He's no longer in death saving throws. And he'll kind of look once more over the party, and he'll kind of just nod itself. We deal with the wardens. He's saying all this in Undercommon as well. We'll deal with the wardens, and then I think I might know one other piece, or I think I might know of a bit of medicine they had that could help your dragon friend. But then we're leaving.
Lily gonna hug on the thing.
And it kind of just... You can see it's kind of restraining itself from smacking her. Surina can't do anything. The berserker's turns. This one up here, or this guy up here, by the way, prepared in action. Berserker's turns. God damn! I mean, really? Flat on their face, dashes out of the environment. Flat on his face, dashes forward. As he gets close to that thing, right into range, the Quaggoth, yeah, he reaches forward, or he swipes across with its claws, missing horribly. Missing absolutely horribly. Falana's turn.
I put in work with that.
You probably kept Lily from actually dying there.
Oh, alright, yeah, so Falana's turn. I don't know if Risu's back, but...
I am. I'm just running internet connections while listening, trying to figure out what's going on.
Kill something, please.
I don't know. Maybe it's my computer. All right, I'm
you got
going
these
to.
two berserkers left, and you can see that they are on their last legs, though they're going to fight to the end.
Good. I'm not even gonna get close to them. One, and the one that's probably healthiest gets 2.
He is healthiest, yes, but that's a difference between 2 HP and 3 HP. Both of them fall to the ground as the magic missiles hit them. The last of the berserkers fading away as they return to...
And the spell dissipates down here.
Yep, okay. And the spell dissipates down here. Alright, and at this point, initiative is basically done.
Ow.
Yeah, the 2 Quaggoths here, they kind of... that's what they're called, by the way. They kind of just go off to the side, and they're both kind of staring at the group. They don't seem too pleased, but they are listening to the drow, it seems.
She's a step closer to him. Thank you for your assistance.
And then he's going to kind of sneer. It's only so that we're not indebted.
Ow.
And at this point, he's going to walk off down to the bottom here, bend over, look inside this area here, nod to himself, and start walking around the long way to get in.
What?
Can Elana try and harvest anything from the dead Gorgon?
You probably could try, yes, but keep in mind that Surina is petrified right next to it.
Alright, we can't do anything about Sorina. I have nothing for that.
You said that there's a potion that they have that can heal stoning.
Okay, then he's probably after that.
Yeah, and like as Alana goes...
Crappy.
Yeah, and as Elana goes down, kind of check on him, she'll look through like another barred window. This one didn't open when the lever was pulled, and she can see that the drow is in there, kind of milling around, looking at things. And this appears to be like an actual warden's room, probably where the hobgoblin was before he ran out to meet you after hearing the traps go off. And he'll kind of just stand up with a small vial in his hand as he looks it over, nodding at himself, and then he'll start to walk back.
Do I see anything else in that room that would be of note?
Nothing particularly interesting. It seems to have been like there's a little... there's a set of cards here on the table. It looks like the hobgoblin was trying to keep himself amused. Nothing else particularly interesting there. You can see like a ring of keys hanging up on the side, but most of the all the locks were controlled by this lever down here. So,
All right.
Lily is chugging potions because ow.
yeah, you took a crit to the face from a Gorgon, and then a lightning bolt. That's pretty ow.
What happened? Everything went dark and then searing pain.
I have no
Kinda
idea.
Just ignoring Lily as he goes by.
She looks at the drow and she pulls out her sword.
He's an ally, leave him alone.
She takes one step towards him. She's like, "What? He's a drow."
Not all drow are evil. Are you being racist? Ugh!
And he'll kind of just smirk as he walks by with the potion in his hand, and he'll respond in Elvish at this point, because I do believe Lily understands Elvish, or at the very least he would assume Lily understands Elvish.
She does.
And he'll speak up. Trust me, under better circumstances, I would see to it that a blade was put through your neck, but I would not be indebted for getting out of this prison.
She's gonna sheath her weapon, but keep a hand on the hilt.
Yeah,
He helped us. We're going to honor our side of the agreement.
Yeah, and he's gonna stop right there, and he's gonna hold the vial in his hand, and he's gonna continue in Elvish at this point. This vial should help your friend restore her form. However, I need my weapons before that happens. And as this is going on, you can see that there's two Quaggots, or his allies, essentially, in the alley or in the hallway that you first came from, and they're empty-handed, and he kind of nods at them. From what it seems like, my servants did not find my weaponry or armor. Do you perhaps know where they are?
Describe your weaponry.
He'll kind of explain what they are, but you already have a pretty good idea. For in the one room, one of the short swords and that hand crossbow, they were both of elven make.
Alright, she's going to pull them out because she wasn't planning on keeping them anyway.
We haven't seen any armor, though.
We haven't found our armor, however, we do have your weapons.
Kind of nod. Was there a shield with them?
Yeah.
There was?
Very well. And he'll kind of hold the vial out and hold his hand out for a trade.
Alright. She's going to take the vial, that way he has both hands. Hand him his sword, hand him his crossbow. She's trusting him on this, however, she is ready to cast spells if need be.
Mm-hmm.
And then pull out his shield, hand it to him.
Yeah, and he'll take everything. He'll take the sword was with a sheath, so he kind of attaches it to his belt, hand crossbow as well, and he kind of puts the shield on and nods himself, and he speaks over to the other Quaggots in Undercommon again, so only Falana would understand them. We're even. It is time to go. There's a long trip back.
Does Elana have light up?
Yes.
Would that affect the drow?
It's not daylight, though.
Okay.
That's the only difference.
Okay.
And he'll kind of just continue. He'll walk alongside Falana and start to head back out to the side. Come out here, jump over the little barrier there, as do these guys. Or jump over the pressure plates there, as do those two.
If you honestly don't like if you're against Demon Spider Queen, there might be an option above ground for you in Undercommon.
There is no option above ground.
There's options everywhere.
I hope you're not trying to overstep your welcome. Under better circumstances, and he kind of just falls silent and then motions to his allies there to keep moving, and they just kind of walk around the corner.
I would appreciate it the next time you try to negotiate that you use a language at least some other one understands.
Unfortunately, Drow normally don't like speaking Elven. Despite being elves, they hate elves, much like I do, and most other elves do. We're not a very friendly race to each other.
Yeah.
You should know this by now.
Can you give Surina the potion?
Yeah. Just step over here. Give Surina the
Luckily,
potion.
Serina's mouth was open when she was petrified, so you'll just have to pour it into her mouth. And as you do so, you see that her skin, which was turned completely to stone, slowly starts to appear to become scales once more, and like her normal flesh, and she kind of just falls forward as her body finally responds to her commands again. She's gonna be sickened, or she has the
Poison?
Is it sickened or is it just poisoned?
It's poison.
I think it's sickened. There is a sickened
I
thing.
feel like there is an actual sickened effect, and I want to double check that.
I believe there is.
No, it's just poison. I'm going to use poison for the same effect. She is poisoned, essentially, for... I'm going to go with the next 3 hours.
Disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
Yeah, it's better than being stoned.
Yeah. After they finally get on.
She's going to cast Lesser Restoration on herself.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now that all that's taken care of, Elana is going to try and harvest something from this Gorgon.
Alright, roll a survival check for that.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go deal with Whimpers again.
Alright.
Serena is out of spells.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to take a rest after that as well, to be honest, because that was quite bad. looking over the Gorgon, you feel like the only thing you'll actually be able to harvest will be some of the noxious fumes which are still leaking from its mouth. The rest of its body is literally covered in iron plates.
Well, lucky for us, we do have 3 empty bottles here.
Yeah, so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to try to get some of this petrifying poison into the bottle and see what you could do with it later.
Is it possible to get the mouth open wide enough to try and find the glands that make it?
You probably could, but you feel like if you were to stick your hand in there, it would start to turn to stone from being like next to it.
Fair enough. And it probably would work even if I covered it in something else. I'm trying to think of a way I can cheese it with my spells. Because I have... Gust probably wouldn't do enough. Hey, Silver?
Yeah.
I'm curious, if I tried to use Gust of Wind to keep the gas from basically just always spilling out and probably try and like push it back in, would I be able to do it then?
I'll allow it.
Alright, I'll use that spell slot then.
Alright, yeah, so you use Gust and kind of just focus it towards, or point it at its mouth to kind of push the poison back in. And you're able to, after that, get its mouth kind of open enough, and you see that there are 2 glands in the back of this metal monstrosity's mouth. And they're very odd looking. They almost seem like more mechanical than actual, like, not even mechanical. It just seems like this is actually a living metal creature. So it's just like metallic organs, which you pull your dagger out and you kind of just dig at them, trying to avoid the fumes which get blown further in, and you're able to get one of them off with a great deal of effort. You don't think you'll be able to get the second one off as it's already been ruptured.
Stick it in the pot.
The pot.
The empty bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna like just put the small organ. It's too big to actually be put into a bottle. You could probably wrap it, but not much more than that.
Alright.
I'm not sure I feel comfortable putting it into the bag of holding.
Why?
Because it could turn all of our stuff in there to stone.
That's not what the bag of holding is. It's literally an alternate dimension where
everything exists in the same space.
It's the astral plane, basically.
Yeah, but everything exists in the same space. If we put it in there, everything in there could turn to stone.
Silver?
I'm not gonna say one way or the other. It's what do you want to do?
I think it'll be fine. Like, what all do we have in there?
We have a lot of stuff in there, and I don't want to turn any of it to stone. So, I suggest you carry it on your person. It's not that heavy, right?
Fine.
Yeah, it only weighs like 2 pounds.
Yeah, fine.
And if you turn to stone, then, well, hopefully we can heal you.
I mean, greater restoration.
Which is unfortunately a level 5 spell.
Yeah, well, we need to level up a little bit.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
We've got a lot of enemies to kill up here, right?
There's still a decent number of enemies left, yeah. Alright. You gonna actually do some investigating around yourself as well?
I'm going to stay away from this thing because it looks like a drain.
Yeah, it is a drain. It looks like basic. You could assume that that these were drains, or basically latrines used for the prisoners, so they're kind of filthy. And I actually did forget one thing. When Elana was looking in the warden's cell here, there was something of note, because there was like a little box over here, so there was something of note.
Okay. Also, I'm going to pick up the horn that the warden was using.
Okay, brass horn. I believe it was brass. It was brass, right? Pretty sure it was brass. It was brass, right? It was brass. Good.
Let's not push too far forward. Oh, well. I guess it just loops around, so that's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the drow did, and I watched him do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll open up the box.
Yeah, and opening up the box, you actually find there's a mechanism in the box. you pull it out, it looks almost like a door handle mixed with a key together. So, in looking at it, you realize that the end of this matches the doorway at the entrance or the doorway in the entrance. So you get the feeling that you can use this to actually get in there.
Yeah, I take it out, and just to even be even more safe, because Lily is paranoid, cough cough geez, I'm going to put the gland in the box and then close the box.
Fair enough. You taking the box with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
A gland in the box, boys. I mean, what? What?
Is this a door or just an indentation?
That's a little indentation down there. I saw another one over here, though this one was covered with moss.
It was a legit question.
Can we do any checks to see if anything of value is in this area in general?
You can roll some investigation checks.
Roll a scavenging check.
How many?
I'm just going to say one for whoever wants to do it.
Okay.
So
One for
anyone who
both
wants to
of
do
us.
it can roll it. Fair enough.
I'll do one. I just have to scroll all the way up in my inventory to move back to skills.
That is a little annoying, isn't it?
A little bit. All right, so though
I wish I had the
missed
cat.
it, though Elana missed it, the rest of you, as you kind of scour around the area looking around, you do, of course, see that these cells are nothing too special. They're all designed essentially the same. The only difference is that there's moss in some of them, and that the one that the Gorgon is in is like covered more in stone and just kind of rusted particles that fell off the Gorgon itself. But in these two little passageways all the way down here, the one that was covered in moss and ferns and all that stuff, and the other one, behind the one that was covered in moss and ferns, it looks as though there might be a mechanism to open it up.
Let's leave that closed for now. I think we should do a long rest, and then investigate that further. Lily's gonna ask Falana if she can fix that trap up above so we don't step on it again.
She'll try to disarm it.
Looking at the trap, roll a investigation.